Hi everyone. In this video today, I'm going to talk to you about what the 2021 housing market prediction is for here in Fairfield and the surrounding towns in Fairfield County. But we have to know where we've been in order to know where we're going. If you're interested, stay tuned. Hi everyone, it's Jennifer Lockwood, your local realtor here in Fairfield, Connecticut. If this is your first time to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified of any upcoming videos. Many people are asking, what is the prediction of the 2021 housing market? So let's look back at 2020, a very unprecedented year in many ways, and how it affected the housing market here in Fairfield County. It was the year of multiple offers, bidding wars, low supply, high demand, and very low months of inventory. We were in an extreme seller's market and still in that currently today. Fairfield County is finally following national housing trends. Home prices this year were up 18.7% in all of Fairfield County at the point that this video was made. In each town has been up double digits, and home equity has been the big winner of 2020. So if you were a homeowner back in March, in just 9 months, your home equity has increased double-digit percentages across all towns. And it's a simple concept of supply and demand, and we all saw it in the grocery stores when we were looking for paper towels and toilet paper. When the stores were out of those items, everybody was clamoring when they heard a store had more inventory. And the same thing was happening in the housing market. So if a house came on, priced appropriately at market level, the buyers, the high demand buyers were just running to see those houses. So there were homes that had many showings, they had offers within days. The houses are on the market in less time than they were year over year. And what that did was push up housing prices, which is why we've had this increase in home sale prices. But it is key that you price your house appropriately in order for this to happen. I also want to share with you this chart that shows you this increase in home equity. This was put out by Harvard University Housing Report, and this shows the increase in home equity for this year compared to mortgage payments. So mortgage payments have stayed relatively the same while home equity has increased, all benefiting current homeowners. And the other big takeaway is the months of inventory. A balanced market is 6 months of inventory. We have an even number of buyers and sellers. We have been under 6 months throughout the year. Each month it does vary and each town varies, but all towns are under 6 months. That creates a seller's market because of the low inventory and high demand. So now what people are asking is, how long is this going to last? What are the predictions of this continued behavior in 2021? With unemployment high and businesses closing and mortgage forbearance ending at the end of March, what are the chances of foreclosures? Well, no one can really predict the events of 2020, of course. No one could have predicted the pandemic and what happened all year. And so everything we have now is the best guess for 2021. So at the beginning of December, the National Association of Realtors had their 2020 summit, in which they had 23 economists come together and put together their predictions for the economy and the housing market for 2021. So I'm going to share with you some of the main takeaways from that summit. Nationally, year over year, the home price increased 15% in 2020. It was 18.7% here in Fairfield County. And they're expecting home prices to continue to increase, but not at the same rate. So they're predicting an 8% increase nationally and then a 5.5% increase in 2022. So this tampered down rate is still quite high, because when you think about it, it's usually around 3%. So they're still expecting an 8% increase for this year. They're also expecting to hit an affordability ceiling, because you can't really just go out there and put your house on the market for an astronomical amount. It has to make sense and be at market value. So if you are at market value, that's where you're getting these multiple offers and lots of showings and interest in your home. But there will be an affordability ceiling, which will slow down this rate, as well as more inventory into the market, or a combination of both, which will bring this rate to 8%. With the vaccine happening right now, more sellers are going to feel comfortable about making the move to put their home on the market, thus increasing the inventory. Inventory is still expected to be on the lower levels, but not the historic lows of 2020. Interest rates are expected to stay low as well. We had historic lows this year. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are predicting that the interest rates are going to stay low through 2023 at a 3.5% or lower. This will keep demand high for buyers because the cost of money is less and they can still afford homes. Even though prices have gone up, these low mortgage rates still give them the ability to afford a home. A few other economic predictions: they're expecting the GDP growth to be 3.5% in 2021. Unemployment, they're expecting to go down to 6.2% in 2021. And then the other question is there going to be a housing crash or not? And that depends on foreclosures. There are two different schools of thought on that. With the U.S. forbearance government program, many people took advantage of delaying their mortgage payment for a year with no penalty, and those payments were added on to the end of their mortgage. If they've lost their jobs or got laid off, give them time to get back in the market, be able to pay their mortgage. This is going to end soon at the end of March, and we will see what happens if the government decides to extend that for people. But the difference between now and 2008 is right now we have 5.54% that are in the mortgage forbearance program. Back in 2008, we had over 10 million people in mortgage delinquency. Today, we have over 2 million plus that are in mortgage delinquency. Also, the difference is we have less inventory. So if people are having trouble paying their mortgage and think that they have to go into foreclosure, first of all, they have an easier chance to sell their house with low inventory. But also in these last 9 months, they've gained equity in their home, so they can borrow against their home to pay their mortgage payment if it's just a timing issue that they need more time to get themselves back working and back into the market. I also wanted to share with you some other buying behaviors that happened in 2020 that we see continuing in 2021. One of the first ones is that more people are looking for home offices. They're working from home, they're homeschooling, so they're looking for a little bit more space, or just a space that is separate where they can have that ability to do that. Also, we have Gen Z entering the market in 2021, so we'll see what happens with that. Also, one of the main trends that continued from the year 2019 into 2020 is that more people are moving, motivated to be closer to family and friends. And also, we saw the year of the love for the suburbs, and they still see the suburban areas continuing to have increased amount of interest for buyers. This is all according to the buyer and seller's profile put together by the National Association of Realtors. And lastly is that when you're putting your house on the market, technology is key. Virtual tours, 3Ds, showing, Zoom calls, all really important this year when putting your home on the market. If you're looking to sell your home based on all these statistics, now is the perfect time in this seller's market. If you have questions about your particular market, feel free to reach out. Call, text, or email me anytime. I'd be happy to help. Thanks for watching. Happy New Year, and I'll see you on the next one.